At the Howard Bay studio in Madison, we're the free agents. As I'm looking at this, the men in black, Ben and Reed. We're the aliens. We're going to take them out. Or we're serious.
We're damn serious
Okay,
today.
but that's the angle we're going with?
Yes.
We're damn serious today.
Because Ben Roethlisberger has to pay.
Yeah. You know, he does. Ben Roethlisberger got in a snippet of trouble. There's a couple of women in his past here that that have claimed some things about, unwanted sexual advances, rape allegations have been made, and then either recanted or they just haven't moved forward with the case. He's embarrassing himself in the NFL and the Steelers. I guess there's potential for a third woman now. Okay. He had that motorcycle accident. Yep. His life is complete chaos. Really annoying, I think, for his teammates and for the Steelers and the Rooneys and the Goodells, the commissioner of the NFL. And the latest case dropped, yet the details are sort of steamy and hanging around. He meets with the commissioner this week. What do you think should happen to Ben Roethlisberger?
Well, first of all, Ben, I think it's ridiculous that any woman wouldn't want to have consensual sex with the guy. I mean, he's won 2 Super Bowls, ladies. What are you thinking?
Come on. What if it's a bathroom stall?
Right.
Suck it up a little bit.
Yeah, when the champ says where you're going to have sex, you have sex there. No, I'm kidding, Ben.
There's a Magic Johnson rules right there.
Yes. The fact that you just referenced that there's a pattern of behavior now here that's getting worse. I mean, the motorcycle accident was one thing. Okay, it was stupid. That should piss off the team. It did piss off the team. Whatever. You hope that he would grow from that and learn his lesson. But now it's a whole new. He's on some sort of sexual conquest here during the offseason. And that's no way to live if you're an active, starting, superstar NFL quarterback.
Well, and of course, Roethlisberger, for his part now, a little bit contrite and comes
Finally?
out kind of.
Yeah.
He says, the DA, he thanked the DA for the exhaustive investigation. In other words, the DA didn't exhaustive investigation, wanted to nail Ben Roethlisberger to a post, but the woman is not going to go forward, doesn't want to go through with it. I don't blame her, and there's not enough evidence, but here's part of Roethlisberger's statement.
I understand that the opportunities I have been blessed with are a privilege, and that much is expected of me as the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
True.
I absolutely want to be the leader this team deserves, valued in the community, and a role model to kids.
Charlie Batch never did this.
I have much work to do to earn this trust,
and
I'm committed to improving and showing everyone my true values.
Neil O'Donnell got the team to a Super Bowl, though. Come on.
He did. And that guy could grow just as good a neck beard
as
Ben Roethlisberger.
That's right. He was a little goofy looking. DA in the case said this is on, on Tuesday or Monday?
We, based on the evidence here, don't have enough evidence to prosecute. I know when I have a case, and I know when I don't. And I do not have enough evidence to convince 12 jurors beyond a reasonable doubt that Mr. Roethlisberger would be guilty of the crime of rape.
He sounds polite even when he's telling someone they're a terrible human being. Mr. Roethlisberger, the things you've done, they're despicable. I don't know what y'all were thinking, but I just like it if you would start changing the way you treat women. Please. Much obliged.
You'll notice, much obliged. You'll notice that he didn't say, there's not enough here. He didn't. We don't think he did it.
I know when I have a case.
Yeah, I said I just can't. I don't have a case, and he's right about that. And I'm not. See, this gets so hairy. The question on that I asked you. I mean, and we've been joking about it because we're sleazy. But the question that I asked you is, what should be done here? What should the NFL do, and what can the NFL do that's fair? I think the guy is shaping up to be a complete sleazeball. But then again, and thank goodness for this, I was not in the bathroom stall. None of us were, except Ben Roethlisberger.
What would you have done?
I wasn't even in a bathroom stall in Minneapolis with that senator. I didn't do any of that either.
You didn't get tapped upon?
No, I didn't.
Tap that?
Say, here we go again, being sleazy. Look, the question is, what do you do? Because this is a pretty serious thing. Plus, there's a ton of implications. You've got the white boy star quarterback. You've got the NFL and Roger Goodell previously cracking down on other athletes and other athletes with darker skin. So there is that component. It's being brought up.
Yeah.
The Steelers clearly handled it. They got rid of the black guy.
Yeah. Right.
It was his fault.
Yep.
Holmes.
It's always the black guy's
the
fault.
Super Bowl winning touchdown catch. He's gone.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, what are they going to do about this? To me, I don't think you can suspend him. I just don't think you can. People are saying 2 games, 4 games. I don't think you can. There was nothing. There's no charges pressed here. There are 2 incidents and clearly a lot of smoke. And there's probably some fire, but to me it's more of a you put yourself in a bad situation, we're going to sock you big time in the wallet. I think they should fine him a lot for embarrassment, basically. I think they can. I think they're within their rights to do that, but I don't think you can suspend him. I really don't.
Well, I think what you do, Ben, I don't disagree with you on that. I think you let the NFL handle the fine, and then if you're Roger Goodell, you talk with Art Rooney, because the rub on Art Rooney is that he's a very classy guy. It's a very classy organization, what the Steelers do, and they're not happy about what's going on. And you let the Steeler organization, the franchise, decide what they want to do from a suspension standpoint. I think that they still might suspend him for a game, the Steelers themselves, but let them make that decision.
877-350-9732 is the Cheddar Line. We'd love your comments on this. The Cheddar Line, where you can sound off. Because a lot of people are going to have a lot of different opinions on this as far as, what should happen. He's scum, suspend him for a ton of games. Just to me, and I kind of agree, it's going to have to be Goodell and the Rooney family working in tandem here to decide what to do. But here's the other thing. Do you think Ben Roethlisberger, after all these incidents, is going to get the message? It's hard to think that he couldn't.
Yeah.
It's very hard for somebody like you and somebody like me to look at this guy and go, God, you have everything, including 2 rings, millions of dollars. You can, turn yourself into this fabulous career. Even it's already been great, and you can make it among the best ever as far as championships and legends in Pittsburgh. And this is going to get in the way?
Well, I think the first thing he needs to do, Ben, let's just being honest, is if he wants to go and have sex with college girls, stay around Pittsburgh where they know who you are. I mean, seriously, I'm being facetious, but I'm also being honest. It's like,
well, no, there's
you have a
clearly
better
a strategy.
shot of consensual sex there, all right, in Pittsburgh. But the first time this happened in Lake Tahoe, he sounded defiant. Right. He said, nothing happened. This is ridiculous. Now he, at least, as you mentioned, and played, sounds a little bit more apologetic. Like he understands that, okay, even if I'm not doing anything illegal based on what the lawyers are finding, I obviously am doing something not exactly right.
You know who doesn't like the guy?
Who?
Former Super Bowl quarterback and 4-time champ Terry Bradshaw.
Our relationship is not any good. When I told him to park the motorcycle, he got pissed. All right? Then he had the accident.
Bradshaw told him.
And since then, he doesn't like me, and I'm learning not to like him.
Yeah.
And he wants to break all my records, and I say, go break them. I really don't care. I've done my job. My job is over. Now you have your shot. But he has got to, in my opinion, he has got to realize who he is.
Yes. And that's Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw trying to impart some wisdom. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's pretty hypocritical of Terry Bradshaw because he showed his ass in a movie that some of America saw.
That was way, and I saw it actually.
It was terrible.
It was obviously
disgusting.
Well, clearly, the man is not in good shape anymore. But that was way after the fact, and it was a Hollywood production. It's okay. You can see a man's. I don't even.
Do you think they could
let's
touch
not
it
go
up
there.
a little bit?
No. Well, that would make it totally unrealistic. And you think Terry Bradshaw would ever get a butt double? I don't think so. But the point is that he's coming out and saying this. He clearly has a bad relationship with Roethlisberger. I think that means something. If Bart Starr came out and started saying that stuff in the prime of Brett Favre's career, I think we'd take notice of that a lot in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's worth something. I think Bradshaw is fairly relevant, even though he's kooky and funny and maybe a little less than smart, because he's entertaining on the Fox pregame show, but he has opinions and he's there.
Yeah.
I just think it sort of adds a little bit of fuel to the fire, and I'm sure a fire that's raging right now in Pittsburgh. I mean, what do you do?
Can I be completely honest with you, Ben? I don't care at all about this. I don't care about Ben Roethlisberger. Screw him. I'm still pissed that he drove the freaking Steelers down to beat the Packers last year. I hope they suspend him for the whole damn season.
They should take away that win. Give the Packers the win.
That'd be good. Colin Jenkins, did he speak up on this at all? Did he?
The way Roethlisberger threw him off?
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah, I mean, now that Roethlisberger's been defined as a sexual deviant, has Colin Jenkins been reached for comment? Or no?
I'll effort that.
What about Josh Bell?
Yeah.
Jared Bush.
Josh Bell can be reached hopefully on the unemployment line.
Roethlisberger violated that Packers defense.
Oh, hey, yeah. We're the free agents, Ben and Reed, cheeseheadtalk.com. For more great jokes like that, go to the free agents page. I know you want to.
That's why I'll never be mainstream.